Hello class, my name is Mrs. Villiers. I am your substitute teacher today. I hope that's okay. Your teacher is gone for the day. She is not feeling well, just a little bit under the weather, so you're stuck with me for today. But don't worry, I have a feeling today is going to be super easy and super fun because we are doing math. We are doing writing. We are doing geography. And don't worry, I'm not that harsh. We're also going to be coloring. Okay, so here's how this is going to go. We're going to start with your guys' least favorite subject. So raise of hands. Who likes writing the most? Okay. Who likes geography the most? I kind of figured we were going to have to start with math. Let's do math. Okay. We will start with math. Let's see where you guys left off. Right, go ahead and go to page 34 in your math books. Do I not have a pencil in here? Is there really no pencil? Ooh, mistakes will be made if I don't have a pencil. Okay, does anybody have a pencil I can borrow? Anybody? No, okay, I will be right back. Can I trust you guys? Can I trust you? Okay. You know what? You're in charge. Okay, I brought all the pens and pencils I could find, so nobody has an excuse. So we got... And you know what? Having fun pens and pencils makes work better. Makes it more fun. So if anybody needs any pens, pencils, please come up here and just take one. Do I have any volunteers for number 1? Any. So the problem is x plus 6 equals 10. What is x? Hands, please. Hands. You. Go ahead. Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay. Number 2. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it does go. Thank you. Thank you. It goes across. Appreciate that. So x plus 32 equals 64. Go ahead. Yes. Very good. And last 70, or x plus 72 equals 100. Perfect, yes. Okay, now can I get another volunteer for number 2? Yes, you in the back. What is your name again? Okay. So, x minus 15 equals 30. Correct. Next. X minus 14 equals 45. Take your time. Very good. And then x minus 52 equals 75. Again, take your time. Hey, shh. None of that. Well, if you know the answer, smarty pants, go ahead. You're wrong. Sorry. Go ahead. Very good. I have a bad feeling about you. All right. Now, actually, why don't you do the next set? What is your name? James. Okay. James, go ahead. X plus 126 equals 150. Any day now. I'm just kidding. Take your time, James. Yes, that is correct. Okay, and then x minus 37 equals 162. Very good. Okay, and last, x plus 487 equals 625. Okay, so you're off by 1. That's okay. All All right, next we're going to need somebody who is very bright, very intelligent for this one, which all of you are. All of you are. You are all capable of this next one. But I need a volunteer to do some tough ones, okay? Yes, you over there. Yep. X minus 1,624 equals 132. Yeah, you are supposed to be doing this without a calculator, so if any of you have smartphones, I'm not sure why you would, but if you could please put those away, now's not the time. Yes, you, in the back, put that away. If I have to ask you again, I will take it away and I will send you to the principal. I know. Not that kind of substitute teacher, sorry. But not sorry. Go ahead, I apologize. Yes, very good. Okay, the next one. Now this one sounds hard, but it's not, okay? 7,897, but sorry, X plus 7,897 equals 9,800. Like I said, it looks hard, but it's not. Yes, exactly. Okay, and last one. X minus 983 equals 172. Very good. You guys did so good. Round of applause. Good job. Okay. Done with math. Yeah, I told you. It's going to be easy. Easy peasy. Let's go on to writing. Where are you guys at in writing? Do you know? Okay, well, let's see. I think we're gonna do page 44. Do I have any volunteers to read? Okay. So what we are learning today is parts of a fiction story. Does anybody know what a fiction story is? Go ahead. Correct. It is a story that is not true. It is made up. All right, so let's begin. A fiction story tells about made-up people or animals that are the characters in the story. A fiction story has a narrator or someone who tells the story. The narrator might be a character in the story. Or the narrator might not take part in the action at all. A fiction story has a setting where the actions take place. Hey, sidebar. I'm going to test you on this. A fiction story's action is the plot. So do you guys know what the plot is then? It's like the whole point of the story. Okay. The plot is usually a series of events that includes a conflict which needs to be resolved. So we all have that in life, right? We have like many plots, right? Okay. A fiction story uses dialogue or conversation among characters to move the action of the story along. Sensory details make the character's setting and action come alive. An interesting beginning, middle, and end make a fiction story fun to read. So it says, below is the first part of a fiction story. This story's narrator is one of the characters. In fact, he is the main character. Read the story, then answer the questions that follow. All right, are we ready? My normal life. I'm not one of those kids you read about in books. I'm not rich and I'm not poor. I'm just an average kid with an average family. Of course, it's not as if we sit around playing board games every night either. They go to work, I go to school. We eat supper together most nights. Sometimes there are things to talk about, sometimes there are not. The only reason I've ever been out of Iowa is that I live by the Mississippi River. I can see Wisconsin across the river, and I've been to Wisconsin. So, by traveling a mile or two, I can say I have been out of state. Dad is a mechanic. Mom says that's why our car is always breaking down. I guess it gives Dad extra practice. Mom is a cashier at Ivan's, the only grocery store in town. Dad says it's always good to know someone who can bring home the bacon without making an extra stop. That's a joke, I guess. So I'm a normal kid, living in a normal town, with parents about as normal as parents get. So, is this the beginning of the world's most boring story? It would be if I hadn't met Jeremiah. Jeremiah is not normal, like everyone else I know. Jeremiah says important things. But if he doesn't feel like it, he doesn't say anything at all. He's not rude. He just chooses what he wants to say and throws away what he doesn't want to say. That's one of the important things he said to me once. Here's how I met Jeremiah. Mom sent me to Ivan's for eggs on her day off. It was a Wednesday when the farmers set up stalls on the courthouse square. I dawdled next to the table full of homemade bread. Glory, it smelled good. Then I wandered past the boxes of green beans and red radishes. Just looking at the onions made my eyes water. I tried to name the flowers in the galvanized pails. When I saw the eggs, though, I couldn't believe my eyes. They were brown. I looked around for a sign. I thought maybe they were a joke or something. No normal chicken would lay a brown egg. At least not that I ever saw at Ivan's. The man who was selling the eggs was watching me, and I was starting to feel a little, watched. Nice eggs, I said. I figured that might lead to a clue about their origin. No, he just nodded. I had stood there too long not to buy something. I felt mild panic rising. I asked, how much? The man's eyes slid over to a sign that I had completely missed. Fresh eggs, $1.25. It said in the neatest print I had ever seen. I nodded, trying not to look as stupid as I felt. I'll take a dozen, please, I said, fishing in my pocket for money Mom had given me. So that's how I met Jeremiah. As you can tell, he threw away what he didn't want to say that day. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the questions. Who's the narrator? Did it even say his name? Yes, the narrator is the main character. Who is the main character of the story? The narrator, yes. List 3 details about the main character. You go ahead. Very good. If you need to, you can go back and kind of look. Very good. Yes, he lives right by He lives right by Wisconsin. One more. Yeah, go ahead. Perfect. Okay, in what way are details about the main character revealed? So if you noticed in the story, they weren't just like, this is everything, boom, 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 boom. So there were many details throughout the story that told you about the main characters. So that's important to acknowledge, because when you're telling somebody a story, this can come in handy. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Very good. Go ahead. All right. Let's do one more. Yes. Perfect. Okay. What other characters appeared in the story? What do you know about each character? By the way, I want to say, you guys did great when it said list details about the main character. You didn't talk about the family, because sometimes that'll happen, but it was specifically the main character. Now we want to know about the other characters in the story. Yes, like you said, the mom worked at, yes, Ivan's. Yep. Mom worked at Ivan's. And Dad Yes, mechanic. Yep. Okay, then of course, gotta have Jeremiah. Where does the action take place? So there's like 2 or 3 places, I would say. More like 1, 2. Yeah, the store and at home. What kind of problem or conflict do you think might occur in this story? So they made the conflict, you know, one of those where you kind of had to read between the lines. Yes, he couldn't decide. Yep. Wasn't sure why there were brown eggs. Review the brief dialogue. Notice what the characters say and how they say it. What do you learn about the characters from the dialogue? So main character. Just the dialogue. Very good. Other characters. Perfect. Yes. Okay. All right. That is all for that. Go ahead and set that one aside, and let's pull out the world reference maps and forms. Now, what are we doing today? Let's go ahead. Do you guys know where you were in here? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's just start on page 16, yeah? And then we'll go to 17. So the first one is the continents of the world. So I will have volunteers to tell me the continents. Okay. And then the oceans and seas of the world, okay? Do you have a question? Yeah. Do you want me to come around and help you? Yeah, okay, everybody, I want you to look at your maps and everything and get an idea and start writing down all the continents, okay? Yeah. Okay, so what seems to be the issue? Yeah. So here are your continents right here, number 1, number 2, number 3. Oh, hey, that's okay. That's great. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. It took me a long time to learn the continents, too. And sometimes I still forget, so don't feel bad, okay? You're going to do great. We'll go through it together, okay? Okay. No, you're doing amazing. Okay. Does that help a little bit? Good. Okay, so who wants to read the first continent? Yes. Or tell me what the first continent is. Very good. Number 2. Correct. Number 3. That one's a little tough, huh? Very good. And number 4. Yes, perfect. Number 5, you don't have to raise your hands, just say it if you know it. Perfect. 6. You got this. Yes, and 7. Is it making sense? Good. Okay, perfect. You guys memorize that. I don't know how long your teacher's going to be away, so just be prepared. There might be a quiz on that tomorrow. Let's go ahead and go to the oceans and the seas. Number 1. Anybody? Not quite. That's okay. Good try, though. Yes. Correct. Again, just name them out if you know them. Number 2. Do you know the oceans and seas? Honestly, don't feel bad. Yes. I still get mixed up. Number 3. Yes. Perfect. 4. Yep. 5 is, yep, Southern Ocean. 6. You way in the back. I have not heard from you today yet. What's your name? Sylvia. Go ahead, Sylvia. You're correct. Okay, number 7. Why don't we go way in the back over there? You guys are quiet. Very good. 8 over here, way in the back. I know you want to sit in the back so nobody pays attention. Very good. Well, maybe I was wrong. Okay, 9. But you have 10. That's okay. Does anybody have 10? Yes. 11. Sea of Japan. Perfect. 12. Awesome. Love it. 13. You want to try? Okay. Yes, perfect. All right. Go ahead and close that. And do you guys have coloring books, or do we just want to take one from here? I don't know how your teacher does it. Okay, you guys have your own. Good, good, good. Now, if anybody needs markers, I brought some, so I will get those prepared. Let's move these out of the way. Will this show it? Yes, okay. Alright, I need to find a page to color, and we will be doing this for the rest of the day. I want you guys to have a pretty easy day today. Why not? Do you want to help me pick out a page? Oh, about this one. Like this one. Yeah, I like it too. There's a lot going on. I wish there was one that didn't have so much. Ooh, I think I have to go with this one. If you guys need any help or anything, please do not hesitate to ask. Otherwise, just enjoy your time. Do you want to share? By all means. And like I said, I have markers up here if anybody needs them. Just make sure you please put them back. You want to show me what you're gonna color? And you guys can talk very quietly amongst yourselves as you're doing this project. I do think that socialization is very important. Please do so respectfully. No inappropriate words or language. Do you understand? Good. Get a blue one. There you go. wonder if these, oh, this pink one though. Look at this pink. Isn't that beautiful? I think I want these two. Do you think these go good together? I think so too. Let's find out. Oh, that yellow is so bright. So I usually outline it and then I'll color it in with colored pencil. We don't have any colored pencils here though, do we? Do you guys have colored pencils by chance, any of you? Okay, that's all right. Look at how good that goes together. Look at that. Can you see that? It's so pretty. Let me see your guys' so far. Oh, they look so good. I like yours a lot. Oh, beautiful. You guys are doing so good. I must say, I'm pretty impressed with this class. Very much so. You guys have been incredible. Thank you so, so much. And whenever the bell rings, you guys are good to go. You're welcome. You guys have a great rest of your day, okay? All right. I'm just going to continue coloring. All right, bye, you guys. Bye. Super fun fact. This was one of my very early ASMR experiences. There was a kid that sat next to me. His name was James. And he was this little round black kid. And he had these little chunky fingers. And he would go to grab a marker. And I remember sitting next to him and just being like really relaxed when he would do it. Like he would do this. And the way he did it, and I now know it's ASMR, but yeah. So I am going to do that for just a minute. Rummaging in general is one of my favorite triggers. What about you guys? There's one ASMR artist, her name is Rebecca. She does the best rummaging ASMR, like the best. I'll share her channel. She does like the best ASMR in general. I've grown to really, really like her content. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you in the next video.